Autoline Daily is brought to you by Borg Warner, feel good about driving. Bridgestone, your journey, our passion. Dow Automotive Systems, improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by the 2013 Hyundai Sonata. Learn more at hyundaisonata.com.
Welcome back. As we kickstart a brand new work week, there's already a lot going on today in the global automotive industry. Here is the latest news. Even though the United States has the highest density of cars per people in the world, more and more Americans are taking the bus. A new study from DePaul University says it is the fastest growing form of intercity travel in the U.S. Last year, scheduled departures were up 7.5%, and since 2006, the industry has grown between 5 and 10% a year. Some of the advantages of taking these buses, like Greyhound or Mega buses, is that they're cheaper than taking the train or plane, and you don't have to deal with any security lines. And this could be why Chinese automaker BYD will open an electric bus factory in California. According to Gasgoo, the company will produce 50 to 100 electric buses at the yet-to-be-named site by 2014 and boost that to 500 buses a year the following year. And speaking of China and buses, in an effort to reduce traffic congestion, the government announced that it wants public transportation to account for 60% of vehicle use in urban areas. It did not say what the current number is or even offer a time frame for reaching that goal. At the end of 2011, there were over 62 million private cars on the road in China. By 2020, it's estimated that could be over 200 million. Many car dealer associations are furious that Tesla is selling cars in its own stores instead of going through the existing franchise dealer network. And so they're suing the electric car startup. But Tesla just won a major victory in Massachusetts, where a lawsuit against the company was thrown out. The Massachusetts Car Dealer Association says it's going to appeal, but here's my Autoline insight. State franchise laws prevent automakers from opening their own company stores and going into competition with their own dealers. But if a car company like Tesla is a startup and never had any other stores, then I believe the courts will allow it to introduce its own retail network. In a way, what Tesla's doing is very similar to Apple opening its own retail outlets. Nonetheless, Tesla is going to face an awful lot of lawsuits over this, and it would not surprise me if it has to fight its way through all 50 of the states in the United States of America. Recently, we showed you a new type of seat developed by Faurecia that's lighter and more comfortable and could show up later in the decade. Now we're getting word via Bloomberg that Faurecia may be up for sale. You see, Faurecia is owned by PSA, the parent company of Peugeot and Citroen, and PSA desperately needs cash. Faurecia does over $20 billion in sales every year, and it posts an operating profit of around $750 million. And that would suggest to me that PSA could raise about $5 billion by selling Faurecia. A new world record for the largest simultaneous burnouts was set down under at Australia's Summernats Car Festival. The previous Guinness Book record was raised from 49 cars to 69. The record-breaking attempt saw 30 of those participants blowing out tires in the 30 seconds needed to set the record.
I'm Sean McElroy here in Scottsdale, Arizona, with a look at Toyota's 4th generation RAV4. That report coming up next.
You know why I pulled you over, ma'am? I need you to recalibrate the Doppler shift on the return signal. Radar's on the frisk.
Do Sonata drivers know something you don't? The Sonata from Hyundai.
Back in the mid-90s, when I was just in 7th grade, there was no such thing as small SUVs. But then Toyota brought us the RAV4, and boy, how things have changed. Small SUVs continue to be one of the fastest growing segments, and Toyota is back with its newest version of this groundbreaking product.
Well, this is our 4th generation RAV4, and we introduced the RAV4 to the US market in 1995 as a 96 model, and at that time the RAV4 was the world's first crossover SUV. Since then, the small SUV market has continued to grow and competition has gotten stiffer. And with that, so have sales. Sales have skyrocketed on small SUV, and we've redesigned the 2013 RAV4 to take advantage of that. This year we will sell nearly 170,000 RAV4s, and next calendar year we want to take that to 200,000 plus sales, and we think this is the vehicle that will do that for us. Once we achieve that, that really puts RAV in a volume category with Camry and Corolla, so a very significant vehicle for Toyota.
Toyota says that it used the Triathlete as inspiration for the new RAV4, and since no Ironman participant came equipped with a hump, gone is the spare tire off the rear door. In fact, it's a new lift gate. And look at this. On the limited edition, for the first time, Toyota offers a power lift gate. Not only that, it's a teachable power lift gate.
One of the features that really consumers have told us throughout research that they really like is the power lift gate. And typically this has been found on more expensive vehicles. And so for the first time in the Toyota lineup, we're bringing a power adjustable rear lift gate to RAV, and it's standard on all limited models. And what it allows you to do is, if you're of shorter stature, or if you have a low-hanging garage door perhaps, you don't want that rear door to rise all the way up. Could cause damage, or you may not be able to reach it. So what we've done is incorporated a feature that it allows you to set that door at a height that is right for you, right for your environment, and just by pressing and holding the button, you can set it to whatever height you would like, and upon return to the vehicle, it will always open to that height. You move, something changes, you want to reset it, you hold the button, you can reset the height, and it can be readjusted to anyone or anyone in your family.
Toyota offers 3 new trim levels for the RAV4, the LE, the XLE, and the Limited, starting in price from $23,000, ranging to just over $27,000. Each level offering technology and extras that Toyota helps will move it past the sales leaders in the segment. From Scottsdale, Arizona, I'm Sean McElroy with Autoline Daily.
Toyota really needs to get sales going with the new RAV4. Last year, the Honda CR-V topped the list in the segment, followed by the Ford Escape and Chevrolet Equinox. The RAV is in 4th place and quite a ways behind the other 3. And that wraps up today's report. Thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here again tomorrow.